Mechanical design of overhead line. If we see the general structure of our transmission system, these are the major component in our transmission line, overhead transmission system. Uh, the first and the topmost is earth wire. After that, we have a cross arm on which insulator are suspended. On this suspension type insulator, one end we connect a single conductor or number of conductor. If it is a single structure line, then it is single conductor. Otherwise, we have a bundle conductor for one phase, and this is similarly for another phase, and another phase. And the one equipment or device which is used here is another a damper. One equipment is damper. This one will be, if we go, these are the earth wire, number one. The number two is the cross arm, number three is the damper, and number four are the spacer. If we use the bundle conductor, that means if we are a number of conductor to provide adequate space between these all conductor, we use a mechanical device that is known as a spacer, and on which current is flowing, these are known as conductor. These are known as conductor. And the equipment which used to provide the insulation between live conductor with respect to structure are known as insulator, that we already discussed detail in the last class. After that, the structure on which this whole system is installed is known as tower, or sometimes it is known as a pole, or sometimes it is known as a line spout. It is known as a line spout. The general term is pole or tower. There is a little bit difference between tower and pole, and common technical term is a line spool. These are the major component of our uh, uh, transmission line system. Today we will discuss only few of topic, that is function of component of transmission line. What are the major function of component of transmission line? Conductor material, type of conductor for transmission line, line support, type of line support, damper and its requirement, type of damper for transmission line. First, if we start from the first part, as we already see in this figure, these are the major mechanical part of our transmission structure. The first part, which is conductor, which carry the electrical power from sending end station to the receiving end station, that is known as our conductor. That means the cable, and there is a major difference between cable and conductor. Conductor is a without insulation. That means the outer surface of conductor is a live part. That means current is flowing through that outer surface as well as inner surface, and there is no insulation. But in cable, conductor are insulated by some insulating material, that is known as cable. And another is sport, or which can be commonly known as line sport or pole, which may be pole or tower, and keep the conductor at the suitable level above the ground. That means its function is to keep the conductor from suitable level from the ground level. Another will be insulator, which we have already discussed in detail. Insulator is nothing which are attached to the sport and insulate the conductor from the ground. That means which provide the insulation between live conductor with respect to ground as well as with respect to tower. Cross arm are the thing on which insulator are suspended. And another is damper, used in transmission line for to avoid the oscillation, because in transmission line between two tower there will be adequate space, and there will be a flow of wind. There will be a flow of wind. Due to this wind, vibration is developed in the live conductor. So to avoid this vibration or this oscillation, we use a damper. And another are the miscellaneous item, such as phase plate, which show the how many phase in this line, danger plate which show the level of voltage, lightning arrestor, anti-climbing wires. These are other all accessory which are inserted in overhead transmission line of our power system. Then start with discussion with first point of discussion, that is our conductor material. Conductor is the main part which has vital role in transmission line, and the cost of conductor is directly depend upon the our overall economy or overall cost of our transmission system. The conductor is one of the important item as most of the capital outlay is invested for line. That means जब भी आप कोई ट्रांसमिशन लाइन को डिजाइन करते हैं तो सबसे पहले कंडक्टर को ही डिसाइड करते हैं कि विच टाइप ऑफ कंडक्टर वी यूज, बिकॉज मैक्सिमम कैपिटल कॉस्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ कंडक्टर एंड द प्रॉपर चॉइस, दैट मीन्स कितनी वोल्टेज उसमें से जाना है, कितने पावर जानी है, एंड बाय कैलकुलेटिंग द normal current we are able to calculate the size of conductor, size and material. These are the two main constraint point. What will be the size means nothing, it will be the diameter of conductor, and material, which material is used for this manufacturing of a conductor is considerable importance. That means these are the two main focal point on which design will depend, or we can decide the material and size of conductor by knowing the current flowing through that line. But a perfect conductor should have following property. That means it should have high electrical conductivity, हाई टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ, बिकॉज आपने इनको किन्हीं दो टावर के बीच में सस्पेंड करना है तो टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ भी इसकी हाई होनी चाहिए, कंडक्टिविटी हाई होनी चाहिए, दैट मीन्स रेजिस्टिविटी लो ताकि मैक्सिमम करंट फ्लो कर पाए, और कंडक्टिविटी हाई होगी तो हमारे पास लॉसेस क्या होंगे, कम होंगे, लो कॉस्ट सो दैट इट कैन बी यूज फॉर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस बिकॉज पावर इज ट्रांसमिटेड ओवर 100 किलोमीटर or sometime it is more than 1000 kilometer. Low specific weight, if weight of the conductor will be low, so we required minimum support structure, we required less strengthening tower. If less strengthening tower requirement, that means the cost of tower structure will be decrease. If we conclude these all point in a single discussion, this all above requirement means high conductivity, tensile strength, low cost and specific gravity आर नॉट फाउंड इन ए सिंगल कंडक्टर और सिंगल मटेरियल. किसी मटेरियल की कंडक्टिविटी ज़्यादा होगी, किसी मटेरियल की टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ ज़्यादा होगी, किसी की फिर कॉस्ट ज़्यादा होगी, किसी की लो होगी, किसी की स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी ज़्यादा होगी, किसी की कम होगी. तो ये सारी प्रॉपर्टी हम एक सिंगल मटेरियल में अवेलेबल नहीं है, एक सिंगल मटेरियल में अवेलेबल नहीं है. इफ़ वी स्टडी द डिटेल इन कोर्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग मटेरियल, देयर विल बी ए wider discussion about the conducting material. Therefore, while selecting a conductor for a particular case, a composition is made between the cost and requirement of electrical and mechanical property. तो इन सब की प्रॉपर्टी के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, एक कंपोजिशन बनाना पड़ेगा एक कंडक्टर मटेरियल के लिए. दैट मीन्स कोई हम कंडक्टर उठाएंगे जिसकी कंडक्टिविटी हाई हो और दूसरा कोई मटेरियल उसके साथ लेंगे जिसकी टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ हाई हो, लगभग वो मिनिमम इन चार प्रॉपर्टी में से कोई दो प्रॉपर्टी को सपोर्ट करे. That material is suitable, or we can say that that material is perfect for transmission line conductor. Is it clear up to this point? Is it clear? Any doubt? That means these are the four focal point on we will concentrate during the selection of a conductor. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the important factor taken in account in the selection of conductor for a particular line are conductivity, tensile strength, corona losses, local condition, and cost. That means we now conclude two more condition. That is local condition and corona losses. Local condition, for example, we have to transmit power in the desert area, then their local condition or climate condition are different. And same power, if we want to transmit in the Leh Ladakh or in highly hilly area, then the condition are different. So we can select the conductor by considering these two additional factor for a perfect transmission line design. Then the two most common conductor material are, that is hard drawn copper and aluminum. That means we are a two copper that is hard drawn copper and aluminum, are perfect for transmission line conductor because they both have copper have high conductivity rather than aluminum. But another, if we combine with these two combination, we are capable to find these all parameters. But aluminum is preferred over the copper due to some other reason, that is low cost, lesser weight, lesser diameter. That means copper have specific density of copper is more. That means its weight is more and aluminum weight is less. So cost is less and larger diameter. However, the tensile strength of aluminum, जो एक फैक्टर है हमारे पास, टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम इज लेस एज कंपेयर टू कॉपर. एक चीज की कम है, मतलब ब्रेक डाउन है जल्दी हो सकता है. बट अदर थ्री आर preferable toward the aluminum. If we say in nutshell, that means this aluminum is a perfect material for manufacturing of a conductor. That means for overhead transmission line, because it has three advantage and one disadvantage. Or either you can make combination of these aluminum and copper for a specific application by considering these local condition and corona losses. Then, if we go to the type of conductor for overhead line, so we have a variety of conductor which are available in a market and which are prepared by taking some technical consideration. So the first type is hard drawn copper conductor, cadmium copper conductor, steel core copper conductor, copper welded conductor, then all aluminum conductor ACC, and aluminum core steel reinforced conductor ACSR, smoothly body ACSR, and extended bodied ACSR. Further, these are type of these last two are the type of this ACSR. Then we discuss this topic one by one. First, we take hard drawn copper. That means in this conductor, we have a pure copper material for manufacturing of our conductor. It is very high conductivity, good tensile strength, high life, and weather resisting property. That means there will be a less chances of corrosion. There will be a less chance of corrosion, but one main drawback is cost of copper is high as compared to aluminum. That means cost is very high. Cost is very high. Due to this cost factor, these conductor are minimum utilization in transmission line. Hard drawn, that means we have used only copper. कोई भी कंपोजिशन नहीं है, सेंट्रल में भी कॉपर है, आउटसाइड भी कॉपर है, एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ मटेरियल, दिस कंडक्टर इज मेड फॉर आवर overhead transmission line. After hard drawn, another will be cadmium copper conductor. That means with addition to cadmium, there is increase in the tensile strength of copper and the cost is decreased with the conductivity. Thus, this conductor is used for long span. What is the span? Now we use a new term, that is the axial distance between two tower. If this will be the tower 1, this will be the tower 2. The distance between these two tower is called our span. Is called our span, and it is measure in meter. Measure in meter. As the tensile strength increases, longer span with same sag is possible. That means इसमें अब क्या कर देंगे हम, if we see this is a pure cadmium copper. It is a combination of cadmium and copper. इसके बीच में कुछ हम कैडमियम की मात्रा डाल देंगे कुछ कंपोजिशन में, इसकी सिर्फ क्या हो जाएगी, टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ हमारी क्या हो जाएगी, इंक्रीज. बट as tensile strength increase, longer span with same sag is possible. Sag is nothing. If this is tower 1, this will be the tower 2, and these are this conductor will be looped down due to some gravitational force, and the midpoint with respect to this axial point, with respect to this straight point, is known as our sag. So we prefer a transmission line which has a less sag. That means for same length, it produce the for longer it produce the less sag as compared to pure copper material. This terminology is a sag, the axial distance between to the lowest point of conductor, and the distance between two conductor is called the span. In next classes we will discuss on sag and span, these other thing, but this will be the little bit discussion. After conductor, we can third type of conductor is steel cored copper conductor, in which centralized is steel, because steel has a more tensile strength, and outer side is copper, because copper has a conductivity. And this type of conductor, and if it is manufactured with a number of times, this type of composite conductor is available. That means a steel core copper conductor are made by surrounding a steel core with one or more layer of copper. That means we use either one layer or number of layer for the copper. Due to additional steel core, tensile strength of the conductor is increased. The steel is just used to increase the tensile strength of this conductor. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Then next is copper welded conductor. In this type of conductor, we have a small number of copper welded conductor. This type of conductor, it is purely copper welded and it is rounded up. And this is only conductor. And if the insulation is provided for this, it is cable. This is copper welded cable. It is copper welded cable. The copper is welded on a steel wire. That means inside we have a steel wire. Made a copper welded conductor. The conductivity of copper welded conductor varies from 30 to 60% of that of solid copper conductor with same diameter. That means if we compare this hard drawn copper conductor and this copper conductor, so it has the higher conductivity with same diameter. That means due to this it is used for long span such as river crossing. That means रिवर क्रॉसिंग एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट पे रिवर पे अगर आपने क्रॉस करना हो जहाँ स्पैन बहुत ज्यादा रहता हो, फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर एप्लीकेशन दिस टाइप ऑफ कंडक्टर आर यूज्ड because it has conductivity and higher conductivity, and it is used for longer spanner made the wide copper. Conductivity will be enhanced. Next is all aluminum conductor, which are known as ACC. That is all aluminum conductor. That means there will be a no copper. All the conductor or all the strip are made up. All the these strip are made up of aluminum. Central strip is also aluminum. Outer strip is aluminum. Outermost strip, ring by strip are all are aluminum. Due to increase the cost of copper, aluminum is used for transmission side. For specific resistance, cross-sectional area of aluminum conductor is greater than that of copper, about 50% that of copper conductor. That means अगर आप साइज में देखें तो जो कॉपर का कंडक्टर होगा उसके हिसाब से एल्यूमिनियम कंडक्टर क्या होगा, उससे 50% ज्यादा होगा, उससे 50% ज्यादा होगा. दैट मीन्स अगर आपके पास ये इसका डायमीटर है जो 2 mm है एंड इट इज मेड अप ऑफ ए कॉपर, तो डायमीटर ऑफ फॉर सेम करंट कैरिंग कैपेसिटी 50%, दैट मीन्स its diameter is 3 mm for aluminum for same power transmission or for same current carrying capacity. In nutshell, we can say that the diameter of aluminum conductor is always greater than that of copper conductor for transmitting the same power. And that will be the round of formula, empirical formula, 50% that of copper conductor. This make transportation and erection of such conductor is economical. Why economical? That is due to this low cost. That is due to low cost. Corona effect is reduced due to the increase in diameter. We have already studied that if we increase the diameter of a conductor, that corona power losses will be decreases. We have already studied. So diameter is naturally enhanced here in this aluminum. So that means by using of this aluminum conductor instead of copper, automatically corona losses will be reduced because diameter will be increased. Diameter will be increased, and another advantage is cost, and another advantage is less weight. Weight of this aluminum is less as compared to this, but one disadvantage in this conductor is that their tensile strength is less. Their tensile strength is less, and that can be achieved in this type of conductor, that is aluminum conductor steel reinforced. That means in central point we use some steel conductor and outer side we use a aluminum conductor. See this. These inner side are steel conductor because steel has the high tensile strength, and outer side we use the aluminum conductor. Due to this high tensile strength of steel, the overall tensile strength of this conductor will be increased, and due to high conductivity and less weight of aluminum, the conductivity is enhanced in the outer side. Or moreover, transmission is carried out in AC, so current is always flow in the outer side. So current is flowing through these strips, outer side strip, not in the center strip. तो सेंटर में हमें कंडक्टिविटी की वैसे भी जरूरत नहीं है. तो दैट मीन्स by technically or by evaluating some effect, that is skin effect, corona effect, strength and strength, all these combined effect are, or they are, all these combined benefits are available in ACSR conductor. The strength is increased by using this steel conductor, and conductivity is increased by this using aluminum conductor. If we use copper, the cost is more, so we use aluminum. If we use copper, then diameter is less, so power losses are more due to corona effect. But if we use aluminum, then diameter is enhanced, as a result of which power losses due to corona will be reduced. So that means the advantage, disadvantage, or limitation of the previous studies type of conductor is eliminated by this type of conductor, and combination of this steel along with aluminum give these point: high tensile strength, lightweight, small sag, small support requirement, and high corona interruption level because diameter is increased. That means high corona adaptation interruption is possible in this arrangement. So popularly or commonly we use this type of conductor for transmission of power. Is any doubt? Is any doubt? Hello, are you there?
Yes.
Clear? Is?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Then
Yes, sir.
some advanced, if we edit some advanced feature in this ACSR conductor, if we see this in ACSR conductor, there will be a small air gap because all the conductor are round air में. इज इट क्लियर? दिख रहा है आपको? यहाँ पे क्या रह रहा है, हमारे पास कुछ एयर गैप रह रहा है. अगर हम इसको कुछ इस तरीके से डिजाइन करें कि एयर गैप यहाँ पे क्या हो जाए, खत्म हो जाए, इस वे में हम करें, तो दैट मीन स्पूट बॉडी ACSR कंडक्टर, जस्ट वी put up this air gap with the material so that this unutilized space will be minimum. Smooth body ACSR conductor is made by pressing the conventional ACSR conductor. जो हमारे पास कन्वेंशनल ACSR कंडक्टर है उसके जो राउंड है उसको सिर्फ प्रेस किया है ताकि बीच का जो हमारे पास अनवांटेड स्पेस है वो क्या हो जाए, खत्म हो जाए. Dies the flatness of aluminum stand into the segment shapes. Thus, with same aluminum area, diameter of steel cord is increased, which increase the mechanical strength. अब इसकी बजाय हम क्या करेंगे, जितना स्पेस एरिया खत्म हुआ बाहर के कंडक्टर तो उतना ही रखेंगे, बट बीच वाले स्टील को बढ़ा देंगे ताकि हमारी क्या हो जाए, मैकेनिकल स्ट्रेंथ क्या हो जाए, इंक्रीज हो जाए. तो दिस विल बी द दिस टेक्निकली, और वी कैन से दैट दिस इज advancement in the design aspects of conductor. After that, expanded ACR conductor. In this conductor we use one another material. These are outer side we have aluminum, in inner side we have steel strand, outer side we have aluminum. In between these strand we use a filler material. We use a filler material or sometime fiber material to increase the diameter, to increase the effective diameter. If diameter will be increased, the corona losses will be reduced. So this type of techniques is just used to increase the corona loss, to reduce the corona losses. This increase the diameter of conductor, which reduce the corona losses. That means we use a filler material, or we can say that fiber material, because the weight of fiber is less. And this is again a design research, and this is, we can say that, design advancement, and this is also a design as advancement. सिर्फ जो हमारे पास existing यही है, इसी को ही हमने क्या किया है, enhanced किया है, इसी को ही हमने enhanced किया है. That means if we take single point of this discussion, hence all the conductor have their own area of application, but ACSR conductor have widely used in transmission line, and this is available in different size, or we can say that different standard. It is dog, panther, zebra, and moose. These are the type, and this depend upon the number of strain available. दिस डिजाइन इज नंबर ऑफ स्ट्रेन अवेलेबल, और कितनी करंट कैपेसिटी के लिए, उसी के साथ हमारे साथ टेबल है जो अवेलेबल है, कितनी आपकी करंट कैरिंग कैपेसिटी है, कौन सा आपने यूज करना है, उसी हिसाब से आप सैग, स्पैन, डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टावर कैलकुलेट करेंगे, या सबसे पहले आप क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे, कितनी पावर आपने ट्रांसमिट करनी है, उस पावर से किस लेवल में वो वोल्टेज ट्रांसमिट होगी। जब ये दोनों ट्रांसमिट वोल्टेज और पावर हमें पता है, देन वी आर एबल टू कैलकुलेट द करंट। बाय नोइंग करंट वी आर एबल टू कैलकुलेट द डायमीटर। बाय नोइंग डायमीटर we can select the type of conductor for a transmission line. We can select the type of conductor for transmission line. Is any doubt up to this? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next point of discussion is line support, pole, and tower. These are just general topic. What are the line support? Everyone know that these are the structure on which conductor are installed, and the structure is known as line support. The supporting structure for overhead line conductor is called line support. The line support should have the flowing property. That means इसकी क्या प्रॉपर्टी होनी चाहिए? हाई मैकेनिकल स्ट्रेंथ, लाइट इन वेट, चीप इन कॉस्ट, लॉन्ग लाइफ, इजी टू एसेसिबिलिटी। इजी टू एसेसिबिलिटी मीन्स जब आपने कभी कंडक्टर की रिपेयर है या किसी और मैकेनिकल पार्ट की रिपेयर करना हो, तो आप इजिली इसमें है जो अप डाउन कर पाए। एंड टाइप ऑफ लाइन सपोर्ट, इफ वी शो दैट दीज आर क्लासिफाइड इन वेरियस टाइप। ओल्डेस्ट एंड इनिशियली स्टेजेस पे जो हम यूज करते थे, दीज आर वुडन पोल। आफ्टर दैट वी go to concrete pole, and these concrete pole are further two type: RCCC, reinforcement concrete pole, and pressed concrete pole. After that, this technology is removed, we go to steel pole, that is tubular pole, rail pole, RS joisted pole, and H-beam pole. These all pole we already seen in our rural area as well as our commercial area. If we say this will be the wooden pole, बहुत पहले ज़माने में होते थे, सारा कुछ ही लकड़ी का होता था, क्रॉस आर्म से लेकर सब कुछ, बट इसकी लाइफ क्या थी? बहुत कम थी। इसकी लाइफ क्या थी? बहुत कम थी। दीज आर द वुडन पोल। आफ्टर विदन पोल वी गो टू आरसीसी पोल, दैट आर मेड अप ऑफ आपके सीमेंट, रोड़ी और आपके मिक्सचर से बनते थे एक ही जगह, और उनको खड़े करते थे। बट इसकी भी क्या थी? ये कुछ टाइम बाद ब्रेक हो जाते थे, ले आना ले जाना डिफिकल्ट था, और टूट भी जाते थे हमारे पास। दीज आर द आरसीसी पोल। तो मतलब जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस हुई, तो हम वुडन से कहाँ गए? आरसीसी में। थोड़ी और टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस हुई, देन वी गो टू द रेल पोल। व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड रेल पोल? दिस इज बिकॉज जो रेलवे ट्रैक में हमारे पास पटरी में यूज होते हैं, सिमिलर इसी का डिजाइन है, तो इसका नाम ही रेल पोल है। दिस विल बी द क्रॉस सेक्शनल व्यू ऑफ आवर रेल पोल। अगर आप साइड से देखें तो एक क्रॉस सेक्शनल व्यू है, जब उसको हॉरिजॉन्टली खड़े कर देंगे तो इस तरीका का व्यू है। देन इट इज ट्यूबुलर पोल विच आर जनरली यूज्ड फॉर स्ट्रीट लाइटनिंग। इफ वी गो इन चंडीगढ़ एंड दिल्ली और बेंगलोर, दिस टाइप ऑफ पोल आर यूज्ड। दो साइड को हमारे पास इसमें क्या लगे होंगे? स्ट्रीट लाइट के लिए पॉसिबिलिटी है। एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ पोल आर नोन एज ट्यूबुलर पोल एंड मेड अप ऑफ स्टील। And another type is RS joist pole. आप देखे होंगे, that is made up of our steel. And क्रॉस सेक्शनल इट इज शार्प एज। अगर आप यहाँ पे देखें, बिल्कुल जितना प्लेट आप यहाँ यूज करेंगे उतना ही प्लेट यहाँ यूज होगा, उतना ही यहाँ। दिस विल द क्रॉस सेक्शनल व्यू ऑफ आवर RS joint pole. एंड इफ यू एडवांस सम डिजाइन पैरामीटर, हमने यहाँ क्या कर दिया? स्टील की जगह इसको थोड़ा सा राउंड कर दिया है यहाँ पे। इट इज एच बीम पोल टाइप, एच टाइप ना दिया, बट यहाँ पे क्या है कि आउटर साइड बिल्कुल भी बारीक है, और सेंटर की हमारे पास स्ट्रेंथ दे दी है बीम में, दैट इज somewhat higher than that of this side dimension. So it is H beam type pole. This will be the cross section. These are the RS joist. These are the RS joist. These are pole. These all are in under category of pole. Then next category is tower, which is used for our transmission line. And tower are further subscribed in three main category: single circuit tower, double circuit tower, and multi circuit tower. Single circuit means power is transmitted in three phase, three wire system. That means if in any tower only three phase are going, see here, one, two, three. तो it is three phase, three wire single circuit system. चाहे इसमें फिर कंडक्टर आपके पास सिंगल कंडक्टर हो, या इसी में ही क्या हो, बंडल कंडक्टर हो, एक की जगह तीन तीन कंडक्टर लगे हो, बट इट इज अ सिंगल सर्किट. That means only three phase, one three phase is power is delivered. Another category is double circuit. That means for each phase we have a 2 point. That means we have a six lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means it is a double circuit. For example, for one it is 1, 2, 3. For another three phase circuit it is 1, 2, and 3. either single conductor used or either bundle conductor used. So this type of transmission system is known as a double circuit system. Another will be the multi circuit. उसमें हमें पता नहीं है 3 है 6 या 9 है, पर जो भी हमारे पास होगा that is always n raised to power, that is always ratio of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 इसी तरीके से हमारे पास अवेलेबल होगा. That is multi circuit. Either in circuit we have a single conductor, or either in one circuit or one phase we have a bundle conductor. Now is it clear? Now is it clear? Single,
Yes.
double and multi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Then next classification of line sport is according to their design. According to their design. That means आपने कई टावर देखे होंगे जिसमें क्या है हमारे पास. In some tower we have जस्ट डिजाइन की नीचे से ऊपर तक हमारे पास क्या रहेगा, फ्लैट ही रहेगा. कुछ टावर में एंगल बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा, ठीक है, और कुछ में आप देखेंगे कि नीचे से थोड़ा डाउन होगा, ऊपर उसको क्या कर देंगे, स्ट्रेट कर देंगे. तो देज आर द टू टाइप्स ऑफ टावर बेसिकली. वन इज एंगल टावर. एंगल टावर का मतलब जिसमें नीचे से लेकर ऊपर तक सेम एंगल रहेगा. नदर विल बी द टेंशन टावर. तो टाइप ए टावर जो इसमें, जिसमें अगर एंगल डेविएशन 0 से 2 डिग्री के बीच है, दैट मीन दिस एंगल डेविएशन 0 से 2 डिग्री है, वो हमारे को टाइप ए बोलेंगे हम उसको. जिसमें एंगल डेविएशन 2 से 15 डिग्री है, टाइप बी. और इन विच एंगल डेविएशन इज 15 to 30, दैट इज टाइप सी. एंड if angle deviation is 30 to 60 degree, that is a type D. As per the applied force applied by the conductor on the cross arm, the transmission tower we categorize in another way, that is tangential suspension type tower, or which is generally a type. And another is angle tower, or we can say the tension type, that is B type. See here, see this angle type. If we see from this point to this point, from initial point to end point, from this point to up to this point, there will be a no deviation. जितना है नीचे से टिल्ट है टॉप तक उतना ही रहता है हमारे पास. बट इसमें अगर देखें हम यहाँ पे टेंजेंशियल में, तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक ये टिल्ट है, बट आफ्टर दैट इट इज स्ट्रेट. इट इज स्ट्रेट. दैट मीन्स इफ वी से दैट इन एंगल टावर देयर विल बी ए सेम एंगल फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम, बट इन टेंजेंशियल टावर some angle in lower, but some different angle in upper, some different angle in upper side. Is it clear? The major difference between this angle tower and tangential tower, sorry, tangent tower. Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Okay, okay. Then what are the cross arm? Cross arm are the these point on which live conductor are insulated, and function of cross arm is to provide the टू प्रोवाइड रिक्वायर्ड स्पेस बिटवीन द कंडक्टर. दैट मीन्स इन दोनों के बीच, कंडक्टरों के बीच कितना स्पेस होना चाहिए, दैट इज प्रोवाइड बाय द क्रॉस आर्म. तो दिस इज होल, दिस स्ट्रक्चर इज कॉल्ड क्रॉस आर्म, एंड दिस इज वी टाइप क्रॉस आर्म. एंड टू प्रोवाइड द बेस फॉर माउंटिंग ऑफ इंसुलेटर. क्रॉस आर्म के ऊपर हमारे पास क्या लगेगा, इंसुलेटर लगेगा, चाहे आप यहाँ पे देखिए चाहे आप यहाँ पे देखिए. एंड वी हैव जनरली टू टाइप ऑफ क्रॉस आर्म. वन इज वी शेप टाइप, सी हियर. अनदर इज स्ट्रेट. This is straight type cross arm. This is known as cross arm. Sometimes question is asked, what are the function of cross arm? So function of cross arm is provide the space between conductor and provide the base for mounting of insulator. Mounting is nothing on which something is installed. That part is called the mounting. This is the function of cross arm. Now go to the next important point of discussion, that is damper. That is damper. If we see this in our transmission line, see this figure, in our transmission line there are a such type of devices installed in the tower, nearer to the tower, and these are known as damper. These are known as damper. This is damper mass. This will be the middle phase. This will be the live conductor. This will be the live conductor on which current is going on, and this is again damper mass, and this is the standstill cable. This will be the standstill cable, and it is clamped. This damper is clamped on a live conductor, and the function of this damper is just damp out the oscillation. Damp out the oscillation, as we study in the instrumentation, damping torque. That means the same function is this provided by this mechanical damper on transmission line. Its function is to remove the oscillation. That oscillation is produced due to the wind velocity, because transmission line is in open space, so there will be a flow of air, due to which vibration is developed in the transmission line, and that vibration is migrated with help of this damper. So why we require the damper? Due to wind or overhead, transmission line will be excited vibration and oscillation that can be lead to damage on the conductor at overhead transmission line, single part or pole. Okay, एक साइड से भी ट्रांसमिशन लाइन को तोड़ सकता है या पूरे पार्ट को भी तोड़ देगा. In order to reduce these vibration and oscillation, an uncritical dimension damping system will have to be installed on the overhead transmission line. That means एक डैम्पिंग सिस्टम हमें प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा. Wind induced vibration on overhead conductor in common worldwide, and it can cause the conductor fatigue nearer the hardware attachment. That means it can cause the conductor fatigue. कहाँ पे? जहाँ पे ये हमारे पास यहाँ पे इंसुलेटर के साथ जुड़ा होगा, यहाँ से ये fatigue करने के चांसेस कर सकता है. Because in tower transmission line, if this will be the one conductor connected with this side, so it will, there will be a chances of breaking of tower, because vibration is maximum here, minimum here, and stress is go point either from this point or either from this point, because tension is produced in this point as well as this point. And for avoiding or migrating these vibration or oscillation, we use a damper in transmission line. Again, damper are further of many type. Then one is Stokebridge damper. That is, uh, Stokebridge is was the person who investigate the concept of damper. And Ilgra damper, torsional damper, aero damper, and space damper. Further, space damper are of three type: twin damper, triple damper, and quadruped damper. If we discuss these damper one by one, the one will be the Stockbridge damper. The name of damper is due to the scientist at Stockbridge who advanced the development of damper in 1920. That means he is the person who developed this concept of damper. These damper are used in concrete vibration excited by wind. That means these damper are used for the removing of vibration which are produced due to the wind. Depending upon the type of conductor of overhead transmission line, several damper may be with different models are available. The functional mode has not changed up to now, and it is one of the method for reducing the vibration on the overhead line that are spread most. जो टिल डेट है कोई भी नई टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसी नहीं आई है जो उस डैम्पिंग को खत्म कर पाए. तो फॉर अवॉइडिंग or for removing this damping, we use this type of damper depend upon the type of conductor. Another will be the Ilgra damper, and Ilgra damper are from Sweden, were installed first in 330 kVA line estimating from the Sonve River. This is the type of Ilga damper. That means it is a suspended horizontally along with our transmission line. ये हमारे पास कंडक्टर है, इतना इसकी लेंथ है जो हमारे पास है. यहाँ पे हम इस डैम्पर को लगाएंगे which will use to the remove the vibration of our line. Another will be the torsional damper, which is generally used and most commonly used damper, modern anti-grabbing device available today, which has been specially designed for use on bundled high voltage and extra high voltage, that is 132 kV or more than above kV. And this is the type of conductor. It is a bundle conductor because we use two conductor. It provides spacing, that means it use as a spacer as well as a डैम्पर. ये दोनों काम कर रहा है, दोनों कंडक्टर के बीच एक एडुकेट स्पेस भी प्रोवाइड कर रहा है और डैम्पिंग आउट भी हमारे पास कर रहा है. देन अनदर इज एरो डैम्पर, बट द मेन डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ दिस एरो डैम्पर इज दैट इट्स लेंथ इज हाई. तो इंस्टॉलेशन एंड ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इज डिफिकल्ट इन दिस टाइप ऑफ एरो डैम्पर. तो ड्यू टू दिस डिसएडवांटेज ये बहुत कम जगह पे अभी आप यूज करते हैं. एंड अनदर इज स्पेस डैम्पर. These are nothing. These are used in bundle conductor, and most commonly these type of damper are used nowadays in our transmission line, because no one transmission line is a carry power on a single conductor. All the transmission line use the bundle conductor. Either it is single circuit, double circuit, or multi circuit. The circuit definition is different, and bundle and single conductor definition is different. Is it clear for everyone? ये सब लोगों को पता है ना? बंडल कंडक्टर क्या है? एक ही कंडक्टर की जगह हम यहाँ क्या यूज करते हैं? मल्टीपल कंडक्टर यूज करते हैं. एंड व्हाई वी यूज बंडल कंडक्टर? दैट वी हैव स्टडीड इन द previous classes. To reduce coronal losses and other factor, bundle conductor have many advantages. The first type of conductor is that is twin spacer damper. That means if we use two conductor for making a bundle conductor, then we use this type of damper. It provides two function. One is adequate space between conductor as well as to remove the oscillation between conductor. To remove the oscillation between conductor. And another type, if we use three conductor for manufacturing a bundle conductor, then we use triple spacer damper. As the name suggests, triple means three conductor, one space for one conductor, another conductor, another. And these are the arrangement. Either this type of arrangement, we use another triangular, or either this type of arrangement. This will be the mechanism for increasing or decreasing the space. And these are designed up to 675 kV, which is the highest transmission voltage in India. Then these are the quadruple conductor. If we use four conductor for making a bundle conductor, then this type of spacer or damper is used. It provide again both function: space, adequate space, as well as remove the vibration and oscillation between the conductor. So these are the further 6 7 type of damper which we have studied today. This will be the end of today's discussion. Any doubt? Any doubt up to today?